and I want to know when we get to go back to our home in Wainea. Maybe it's gone, but they're for real.
Furthermore, I need to know when we get to return to our home in Gain. Perhaps it's gone yet there because of reasons that I would rather not examine. We really want to return. There are you all going to simply scratch it all away and say catastrophe zone in America will get what they need their smaller municipality. We were so worried about the thing was occurring in Maui. We're so worried about what's going on in Maui that you some way or another figured out how to enlist a private firefighting group to safeguard your territory. Before the shoot began, you're so worried about what's going on in Maui that as opposed to taking a portion of that land and lodging even a little piece of those dislodged individuals, you've employed a confidential security group to keep them off your territory. Everybody sort of realized that something obscure was occurring in Hollywood. And presently, these grimy privileged insights are leaking free from the storeroom entryway. In addition to a few gigantic names, have likewise been approaching to discuss every one of the shocking things that have been going on the stone. Is one of them, and keeping in mind that individuals feel a little wary about Oprah the Stone, as of late approached to discuss his thought process is truly occurring, and has a few pretty crazy bits of gossip, including ones about the Maui terminates now. Before we get into it, try to offer the video a go ahead and buy in, so you never pass up any new recordings. It's free, and assists us with bringing out new happy for your pleasure now as a considerable lot of you know families in Maui awakened to managing the result of insane, out-of-control fires that destroyed the island, and you can't resist the urge to ponder where are the Big Cheese Island teams. When you really want them, there's a ton of celebrities who stay there, a lot of them who have their own homes. So where are they all? It's sort of a bummer to see every one of the families who have lost without question. Everything attempt to restart, while the rich and renowned stay missing now. There is one name that continues springing up during this time. Oprah presently don't blow up at the Courier here. Let me let you know it's as of now all hypothesis. Oh rapture, it's some enormous theory many individuals have approached with their reasonable portion of proof to. Everyone realizes Oprah has a fortune that could get her a little nation or a major island for this situation with very nearly 2,000 sections of land in Maui in her possession. She's been popping all through Maui for a very long time. And only this previous walk, she truly purchased an extra 860 sections of land for $6.6 million. And think about what supposedly none of Oprah's monstrous Maui property got toasted by the fierce blazes. So here's where things get fascinating many individuals, causing a stir asking why VIP homes are being saved while places like Lahaina, famous spots for nearby occupants, got severely hit. Lahaina local people have been persevering against selling out to tycoon fat cats who need more land on Maui. It's similar to watching their own little piece of heaven. Then Oprah proceeds to visit these discharged, desolated regions, discussing remodel plans. And obviously the paranoid fears begin flying. A few people believe that this entire thing was truly concocted by compelling people who needed to purchase up Lahaina, which is essentially a land mother lode. The thought is that Oprah saw an opportunity to gather up additional land from local people. Currently, certain individuals are going full trick saying that the discharge could have had something to do with some insane energy weapons, something straight out of a science fiction film. Others are saying that the discharge were no mishap, that they were set deliberately by rich landowners, with their eyes on assuming control over property from the island's local networks. This entire wreck truly attaches back to the notable Lahaina Front Road, and how Hawaiians and the Kanaka have been saying no way to selling their properties for quite a long time. So with these wild speculations about Oprah and the land gets their not simply pointless talking, they've been striking a chord for Maui occupants who have been there for ages, stressed over losing their homes to shoot, and conceivably a few exceptionally profound stashed superstars. Yet here's a little goodie that frequently gets neglected back in January Maui. facilitated a council about transforming the island into sort of an efficient power energy desert garden. They were looking at betting everything on tidy energy slapping up sunlight-based chargers left and right, and getting everybody in the driver's seat of electric vehicles. It was a broadly shared video. And some person even yelled out 15-minute shrewd urban communities. Captivating that he referenced September is when Hawaii I plan to toss a computerized government culmination about utilizing computer-based intelligence to run the island now. With regards to the fierce blaze, there were a few additional hypotheses. A few people believe that the U.S. military truly contributed to igniting the flares, and others swear it was all essential for the excellent plan to get some land with Oprah, assuming some secretive part behind it limited, who has had a fantastic view to the tremendous impact that Oprah Winfrey has all through his vocation, is Dwayne "the Stone" Johnson as an individual industry stalwart. He perceives the huge effect that Oprah employs inside Hollywood, as well as across a lot of spaces lately anyway. The Stone, like numerous others, has noticed a developing concern. He's seen Oprah's unbelievable influence and abundance become a power that can shape and reshape the world in manners, both good and possibly turbulent. It isn't so much that he's scrutinizing Oprah's expectations. It's a greater amount of it, the sheer size of her range, and the potential for unseen side effects. Yet here's the genuine article. In the midst of this scheme jabber, there are individuals who have been truly impacted by the infection they're inquiring as to, for what reason didn't they get a heads up in time, particularly since Maui district authorities have realized about the fierce blaze risk for a long. While they're diving into precisely exact thing set off these fierce blazes, authorities are as yet pointing fingers at Storm Dora's wild breezes and insane dry spell conditions in West Maui. And to make sure you realize fierce blazes have forever been a prowling risk in these parts, in the wake of looking at lots of post-discharge recordings, a few people are looking at something sort of insane. They've seen that blue stuff appears to be strangely flame-resistant. And Surmas, who's reputed to have a blue house, definitely Oprah virtual entertainment, is humming with posts on Twitter and TikTok, proposing that things with a blue tint didn't get toasted in these discharge individuals, are beginning to believe there's a major connivance behind everything among these internet-based claims, is a hypothesis that anything blue, including Oprah's place, evade obliteration. One viral video from August 23, 2023, with more than 490,000 perspectives, asks the number of occurrences that might you at any point disregard blue umbrellas, immaculate blue vehicles. And presently Oprah's Maui Manor has a blue rooftop. It's lovely, stunning, right? One individual said they were worried to the point that they figured out how to recruit a confidential fireman group before the discharge even began. Someone else on Twitter even added some additional proof from authorities and said Biden unintentionally concedes he sent FEMA's main bureaucratic reaction facilitator to Maui before discharge. Emitted one individual remarked, saying a ton of truly odd things are happening from the Maui discharge. Nothing blue copied vehicles umbrella. And so on. Oprah and other rich people homes have blue rooftops. Fascinating. 1,000 youngsters and 15 school transports missing. No water to battle the discharge. No alarms to caution individuals. Fake individuals likewise found it extremely peculiar that Oprah and the Stone both were as of late requesting gifts when the two of them are in a real sense multi-moguls. Thus we have made individuals asset of Maui that will put cash straightforwardly in the possession of individuals who need it at the present time. So in the event that you send a gift, click where you see underneath and send a gift. One individual expressed Oprah on the Stone each burned through $5 million to set up an organization to acknowledge gifts for Maui occupants. An extremely rich person who has purchased many sections of land Maui, none of which got moved by the discharge, is presently requesting that you reserve this new organization to distribute cash straightforwardly to inhabitants with a telling tycoonas. He truly minds this BS. Individuals are totally tired of phony individuals professing to mind, assuming Oprah minded she'd spend her own damn cash to assist with revamping Lahaina and give it back to the locals, not set up an organization to deal with your cash straightforwardly. How would you manage billions or millions of dollars act? Unfortunate stay rich request gifts, since everybody knows your face, so you don't need to fork up the money for the land you care very much about. The shoot that hit Lahaina and Maui in Hawaii are being called a demonstration of homegrown psychological warfare, including direct energy weapons DDoS. There is even a video drifting around that evidently shows Oprah's property, with a subtitle gloating about her blue rooftop. Yet alongside the property harm, there's an unavoidable issue mark about missing children. Someone else added on to the reports with a class where a house was in a real sense immaculate, while others around it are copied to the ground. They composed more.